Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Queen D71, Carmen and Ali, Summer Virgo 81, everyone. Hope you are ready for the weekend. Today's Friday. Please, if you have questions, post them. Today's Friday, so on Fridays, I hope you guys will answer, will post questions. Let's put it that way, but there is plenty in the news to talk about. Before I start, I don't know if you guys can hear this morning around, I'll tell you exactly, around 2:21 this morning. Someone called me, and I don't know, because the number, it's, one of those anonymous calls, and it made a sound. I'm not sure. I think I know. I mean, I'm not saying I think I know who. I'm saying I think I get the sound, but I'm going to let you guys, I know some of you are very good at that stuff. Okay? So I want you guys to listen to this. I'm going to play it again. Okay, I just wanted to I don't know if you guys can hear it. If you can tell me what this sounds like to you. I spoke to the police this morning. They were very nice. They came here. I mean, I said they, I'm sorry. One of them came and I'll answer your question. Don't give it them. Really don't. Give me a minute. So if any of you know what this sounds like to you, it sounds like someone, like when you cross over. I don't know if that's what Estella W says, crossover from a bug. I don't think so. But, those of you who are with military background probably can tell me best, because let's see what happens. Anyway, if anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilou.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. BB Khan says, "Hi Milou, it's been a while. Today make 3 weeks since I lost my mom." I'm so sorry. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, it's not easy. Sorry about that, baby. But yes, don't give a damn says, "Milou, that sounds like your phone is being monitored, and then doing that at that time they believe you are sleeping. So that is when they tap your phone." I mean, I know electronics, and I know those sounds. This doesn't sound like a monitoring, but you have a point, but the phone rang anyway. So that's a good one. Thank you. We'll see we'll see which one I feel is it is. Now the shock, well, not shocking. I was going to say shocking, but I forgot who I was referring to. The latest news this morning is that Elon Musk is siding with NeoNazis in Germany. I'm not surprised, as we know he's from South Africa, so supporting NeoNazis and wanting to feel superior is one of his things. And I think, don't give it them says, "Milou, just as you predicted, Musk has turned over the entire debt ceiling negotiation, and the Republicans are going crazy." Oh yeah, the beginning of the end for them, we hope. Oh yeah, that's what he's by creating those chaos. Well, Trump as well. Let me say something here. Let me interject something here. He's convinced Trump that his way, because since Trump's idea is to allow Putin to take over the world, unbeknownst to Trump, Putin is on his hind legs right now. Okay, but he doesn't realize that he thinks Putin is a genius. Putin can do anything. Yeah. But what Musk is trying to do, as if we remember, he's going to say that he warned everyone to tighten our belts. That's what he's doing behind the scenes, because last night I was focusing on him and people around Trump and Trump. Not everyone around Trump wants to go along with this. In fact, the majority of them, except for that Trump inner circle, the inner core, okay, few of them are reluctant, but they all end to basically dismantle the U.S. government, and they're going to start with the budget, or according to Elon's plans. This is a good place to start, to basically put us in a situation where, do you guys remember I told you 2 years ago, but I did not know that's how they were going to do it. I thought it was like our rent, control our rent using real page, that application landlord are using now to estimate or charge how much to raise our rent by. So I thought that's what they were going to use, and food prices and all kinds of stuff, and also demand that like they are doing already. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong, but ordering people, if you've had a workforce that's been working from home 2 or 3 days a week, and then whatever, okay, now they are demanding that people be in the office 5 days a week. But those type of things, I didn't think they were going to do it the way Elon is doing. He's convincing Trump and people around him, okay, to first of all dismantle. I don't know how many of you heard cancer research for kids. These are the type of things that Republicans are cutting out of the budget, and it's all coming from Kakaswamy and Leona. Okay. But right now, like I've said, somebody, I don't remember his name, he used to be at PayPal with Elon, and he was explaining the way Elon operates. Whenever he has an idea, he thinks he's right, and that's what he's going to go for. And Trump is stupid enough to go, although there's major disagreement, they've had major fights, and he's trying to convince Trump, because, when you're manipulating somebody, you don't let them get to you, no matter what they do, because you think you're smarter, you think you can manipulate them. So anything they do, it's like, no, you reason with them, you reason your way out of anything when you talk to them until they lose their mind, and then they say, you know what, I don't want to see you anymore. I will get out of here. They boot you out, and that's what's going to happen between Trump and Elon. But it's going to take a little longer. But right now, when I focus on Elon, although he's concerned, but he thinks he has enough power, and his security forces can buffer him and keep him, or keep bad things from happening to him. I mean, that's part of his, mental, his frame of mind right now. He is right, his idea is correct, and he's going to push the limits until somebody stops him, and Trump is doing the same thing. But my friends, and right now that neo-Nazi thing he's supporting, and well, Trump has the same idea too. He wants, look at his cabinet, I think he only has one black person in there, a black guy, I don't know. But anyway, he's a racist too. So of course, he's going along with the neo-Nazi stuff. Let me tell you, this is a train wreck. And like I've said before, Elon is doing his best to make me right as far as what's coming for him. And the other thing I want to say, I believe I said it yesterday and I've said it once before. Trump is heading to the White House in a very weakened position. And it feels like to me, besides people like Jim Jordan and company, those type of people, okay, who have been defending Trump at all cost, the others have their eyes on the polls. That's what they are doing behind the scenes. Don't let the facade fool you. When they're going to be able to pounce on Trump, that's what most Republicans are doing, and the House and the Senate as well. But right now, like I said, Elon has been able to, he's manipulating Trump. He doesn't let anything get to him. Elon, that is. Trump can get angry and stuff. He'll walk away for a little while, and then he comes back because it's not because he needs Trump. He has his own stuff that he wants from Trump. And the idiot Trump has no clue. And people around Trump cannot compete for, when somebody, you're involved with two people, two women, and one of them is trying to find ways to get rid of the other one. And no matter what they do, it's not working. And that's people around Trump. It's like he has two girlfriends, Elon and the rest of the people. But so far, Elon has the upper hand. The others feeling, they don't have much effect. And as we know why, because the only way Trump, value people is how much money you have. You see, and he's not very bright to understand. Elon is not very bright. So Trump right now, although he is unhappy and Elon is ruffling a lot of feathers around him, he thinks Elon is a success story, so Elon can make him successful too. So he's still with Elon. But a lot of people around Trump are not into this. They are getting very discouraged. There's a lot of infighting, and it's going to come out. Okay. So far, Elon wants to have a standoff with Democrats if he can. I feel they're going to, they're panicking right now because Democrats are not going to budge. Democrats are not going to, I'm just giving one example, okay, allow Elon and Trump not to fund cancer research for kids. And this is something all of us can understand and sympathize with. Because, if we look at on TV, every few minutes we see the name of hospitals that are asking for support for kids' research. I forget the name of those hospitals, but I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of them on TV. But it feels like to me, Democrats are open to negotiating and work with Republicans, but they're not just going to give away the shop. And according to Elon, he convinced Trump and the people around Trump. He knows everything, and Trump is he's the decision maker. He's manipulating Trump, and although Trump is panicking, there's a lot of panic behind the scenes. They think they can win because Elon thinks that since the way he's been threatening Republicans, he's going to start doing that with Democrats too. But it's not going to work. So he's trying to line up all kinds of tools, trying to scare people. This thing is going to have a very short shelf life. It's not going to work all the time. But I feel like saying, like I said yesterday, within the next week, because a lot of Republicans in the House, besides the 38 who voted down the bill, or there is a group in there. I don't know if it's that group that killed that last bill they voted on last night. I'm not sure. I don't know how it works. I don't have all the details on how the House works. Okay, but there is a group of Republicans, just like Trump. They want to destroy everything. The Marjorie Greens of this world. That's a good example. Her and the people, she leads or whatever she does in there. But I feel within, like I said yesterday, I would be shocked if they don't have a deal by tonight. Within next week, they're gonna fix this because there's a lot of panic behind the scenes, and this is not gonna bode well for the Trump-Elon relationship. And like someone was saying earlier, this morning in the news, the last time Trump tried this, it didn't work very well for him. From what I understand, he wanted money for the wall. He didn't get it. He decided to shut down the government, and it blew up in his face. So he remembers that. But my friend Elon thinks he's president, and now he's spreading his wings. He's going to Europe trying to create the same environment. That stuff is going to backfire on him. It's not going to be funny. There are things I will not say on here, but he's playing a dangerous game. Playing with neo-Nazis, thinking that you can revive the neo-Nazi movement. That stuff is going to have major ramification. And I don't care how close he thinks he is with Eric Prince and other guerrilla organizations around the world, they won't be able to help him. That's Elon's thinking. He can do anything he wants. He has a large platform, and also supporting the neo-Nazis in Germany. He didn't just do it. He has contacts, high-level contacts in Europe, and he decided he's going to throw his support for this. My friends, this is a dead end. I'll put it that way. This is not good. But I'll be here to laugh. Elon is going to have to go hide somewhere. Good luck to him. But let's hang in there. I feel Republicans are hoping Democrats will be blamed for this. I don't think so. I doubt it. Okay? So let's see how far he gets with that. And the other thing, don't let MAGA Mike, fool you. Okay? He's all in to shutting down the government. He is, just like Elon, he thinks Elon is God too. He thinks Trump is God, obviously. And he thinks Elon is God. And no matter what, and they have, believe it or not, he believes in the same garbage. Neo-Nazi, he won't say it, Christian nationalism, all those things. This guy is into that stuff. But he's smart enough, or at least smarter than Trump and Elon, to realize this thing, how dangerous that game is. And long term, he doesn't see. When I focus on Mike, that's what I'm getting. He feels this is a short term win, not long term. So that's why MAGA Mike is not all in with those guys, and he's looking for a way out of this. It's not because he thinks it's wrong. And also, he doesn't see long term for his family, because it's, from what I understand, he has a son, and they may have spoken to him. So his kids, as far as what Elon and Trump would like to create in this country, he's very unsure about how his family will fare under that situation. So he's smarter than these guys. Trump thinks he's going to be king forever, and his kids will replace him and stuff. And Elon thinks he has enough money, and nothing is going to happen to him. Nothing can be further from the truth. I know Elon, according to reports, he's worth $500 billion now. Let me tell you, he can turn. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard of billionaires who have gone bust. There is a very good chance. I understand, as I'm saying this, I'm being reminded that he has we were talking about it yesterday, he has a very good chart. That doesn't mean you won't lose everything, because what goes around comes around. Karma. Yeah. Instead of losing every single dollar, he may end up being like, someone like him, being going down to 50 or 100 million. He can't live on that because of the lifestyle he's used to. According to one of his wives, I think it was his first ex-wife, she said they used to come pick her up in a limousine, and they didn't walk or check in like everyone else at the airport. When they just drive her straight to the airplane, and she goes up to the airplane. That's that's the high life. That's what Elon is used to. Well, I guess Trump is the same way. So 50 million or 100 million is not going to give you that lifestyle. So yes, don't be surprised, because Elon is playing with governments right now. That's how confident he is. And intuitively, and I feel, people who are expert, I've not heard any say how he can go broke pretty easily. But that has happened. And let me tell you, intuitively, it feels like to me, if Elon's continue and the path he's in right now, attacking and crossing borders, now he's going to Germany, I'm sure he's going to go into Europe, other places in Europe, and maybe Asia. Watch how he goes broke. Because there is something I've been getting, but I don't know how in this country they can do it. That's why I have not said it, but I'm going to say it today. There is potential. I don't know. I think it's going to be our government. They will either seize or do something. That's the way I am getting it, friends. I don't know if that's the way they're going to do it. Okay? But there is potential for Elon to lose some of those assets. A lot of government work, a lot of things. Like I said, I don't know how it's going to work. But a lot of those companies he owns and whatever he has going on with the government, it feels like to me, he's going to lose all of it. That's my prediction. And once that happens, his money, his worth, will start shrinking. And he won't be able to regain his footing after that. And it's all going to be because of the activities that he's taking part in today. And that neo-Nazi stuff, watch that. There isn't an appetite for a neo-Nazi comeback. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna have to sanitize it, put it in a nice way. Our Jewish friends who lost family in the Holocaust, are not going to take too kindly to that, and it's not only going to be them. Imagine our Jewish friends, among others, who are going to go after Elon with this neo-Nazi stuff. That's my prediction. And they won't relent until they see the destruction of everything he has built so far. I'll just leave it there. We will see how smart Elon is. I can see him begging right now, but it's coming. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. I can confuse time, but I would be surprised if the destruction doesn't start within the next 3 to 4 years. It may be before, because there are a lot of forces behind the scenes that are trying to figure out how to dismantle him, and he deserves it. Watch that space. It's going to be fun to watch. And Trump, MAGA Mike, he will be removed from this position he's in. Trump is going to the White House, tripping all over himself. By the time he gets there, majority of Americans are going to be against him. He won't be able to, Trump thinks that regardless of what he does now, once he starts deporting people, Americans will give him a pass. I don't feel that's going to happen. They will give him credit. Okay, you said you were going to deport these people. He'd think that's going to bring him back in the good graces for all the stupid things he's doing today. And people trying to figure out who's president. Is it him or Elon? And there are certain, the Democrats are playing a pretty nasty game with him. Somebody pointed that out to me last night, asking who's the real president. Trump doesn't like that very much, as we know he has a huge ego. But I don't feel Trump is going to be able to dig himself out of the hole that he's digging to right now. And also, like I said not yesterday, before, that's going to prevent him from being able to enact the worst policies, like the 2025 policies and all of that. He's not going to be able to do them. Regardless, he's going to be too busy fighting everyone as well, because the number of lawsuits that are coming and organizations who are as we speak, people are organizing to fight him. So this is an administration that's going to be embattled, just like he's doing right now. He's busy creating so much chaos. He can't do anything constructive. And I'll give you an example. They were talking about it this morning. Hegseth, he's really not getting very much support from Trump. I'm just giving you an example, okay? It's because Trump is so busy fighting with everyone. And also getting distracted. So he cannot support all those nominees that he has. He doesn't have time to focus on them. So the same thing. I'm just giving you an example of how it's playing out, using what we are seeing unfolding or happening today on how when he gets into the White House, okay, these people that he nominated now, yes, some of them will make it, a lot of them won't, but he will have his cabinet more or less in place, okay? And then, oh my God, I can't stay very long. The time just flew by. But by the time he gets there, okay, he'll be so embattled and fighting everyone he won't have to enact all those policies. That's my prediction. A lot of stuff that he's saying, people are right to be afraid, to be concerned, but he won't make it, be able to do all those things if they don't put him out in the not too distant future. And Biden, that a lot of I was seeing again this morning, people were talking about Biden. Biden is doing it on purpose because of the way he's been treated. He's done an amazing job. Yes, he slowed down. Okay. But this morning, again, I was watching CNN. Like I said, that's the first thing I do. I watch CNN for a half hour or an hour, so I know what's going on and I know what to report and give you my intuitive predictions. But Casey Hunt was talking about the same thing, the way the White House went about protecting Biden. And I'm going to repeat. I'll take the people who are around Biden, who has been able to accomplish what they accomplish over this craziness and chaos, and those who want to change our democracy into a kleptocracy. I'll take Biden diminish any day. And yes, we will realize, although Biden was diminished, we will look back and regret. And mostly those, well, we didn't vote for him. We'll regret, losing our footing and having to fight back. But those who voted for him, buyer's remorse, that's what's coming. My friends, unfortunately, I have to go. They're coming to help me today. Time flew by. I didn't realize I wasn't keeping track of the time, or I wasn't looking at the clock. I fixed the number of ads. Let's see what happens. I'm just testing some stuff, but I want everyone to know, those who support me and watch my videos, no matter what, there are reasons why I was using balance. You have 3 ways. So I put it to the lowest. So if you notice less ads, it's because I set it to that. And I will explain next week the situation that made me I had to make a little bit of money. But we'll talk about that next week, okay? And I'm using the money to make the channel better, so I'm not just, working. Guys, I don't make that much money, but we'll talk about that next week. So I want to say thank you to everyone. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you, chat managers. I will see you all tomorrow. Unfortunately, I can't stay. I'll see you next week. Till then, bye. Please post your questions.